internet. I am Insane Lane as well as a Canadian girl, and this is my fourth attempt to record this flippin' video because StreamYard is sometimes a piece of garbage. So is the internet on occasion. So today we have Karen meets karma after fleeing traffic stop. I only got about 4 minutes in before I realized it wasn't working, so I haven't seen all of this. But from what I have seen, let me say this. If you asked an AI program to generate the perfect Karen, this lady is it. Oh my God, is this lady it? And you know I don't like the term Karen. It gets overused. But in this case, it's appropriate. Let me just say that. But let's get into this, and I'll let you know when I'm caught up to the part that I saw that didn't record any sound was the thing. Cause yeah. Oh, I think I hear we might have a puppy soon. I hear him roaming around. Oh, there's a kitty. Hi, kitty. You coming to say hi?
Oh, hell no. Another one escaped from the Karen Islands.
Hi, how's it going today?
Sorry, I'm fighting with my husband.
What's that?
Sorry, I'm fighting with my husband.
Okay. Do you know why I stopped you?
No.
Okay. Well, I stopped you because you were doing 25 miles an hour and you're still having a difficult time taking a stand on the road. And speed limit's 50 and you have cars backed up behind you. So what's going on? Okay.
Okay, very rare we get somebody pulled over for going too slow. But you are hazard if you're going too slow. Most likely to yourself, because somebody else that's not paying attention is going to hit you, and you're obstructing traffic. And given the way she's at her phone, and she said she's fighting with her husband, I'm gonna guess she was texting and driving, and that's why she was slowing down.
Have you been drinking today?
A little bit.
Okay. Do you have your registration insurance?
Yeah, registrations.
Are you in park?
Yeah. Sorry, I've had a really bad day.
Had a really bad day? What's going on besides fighting with your husband? Has it been a physical fight or?
Oh gosh, no.
So how much would you say you had to drink today? A couple of mics? Like hard lemonade type? Okay. And how many would you say? A couple? Two? Okay. All right.
If I'm not mistaken, I've never had Mike's Hard Lemonade, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe it has vodka in it. So 2 of those is gonna get you lit. That they're strong from the sound of from what I've heard.
So do you have any issues that would keep you from doing standardized field sobriety test with me?
I'm not going to.
You're not going to? Okay. Would you be willing to do some portable breath test? Okay. All right. I'll be right with you.
Okay, so the fact that she's just automatically refusing the fields and the breathalyzer makes me think she's done this before, or she's been through this before, maybe been arrested for DUI before. Now, am I always saying you should refuse them? Yes, absolutely. Always refuse the field sobriety tests. They're an utter joke. They exist only because people said you have to have probable cause before you make me blow in a machine or it's an illegal search. It's not, and the courts need to redress that and fix it and get rid of field sobriety tests because they're an utter joke and pointless. But so yes, correct on refusing those, and I understand refusing the breathalyzer because unless you know with 100% certainty that you will blow double zeros and you've had absolutely nothing alcoholic to drink in like the last 24 hours, then then no, don't do it because it's only giving evidence against yourself. And the way that a lot of people get out of DUI stops in court is by saying the police have no proof. I didn't do the field, so they can't say I failed them. I didn't do the breathalyzer, so you can't say that my blood alcohol was above whatever. Now, there's ways around that. They can get a warrant for a blood test to test your blood alcohol level. That may be an option. It may not. In some places, if you refuse a breathalyzer, your license will automatically be suspended for a certain amount of time. But you also have the right to challenge that in court, and any decent lawyer is going to be able to go to a judge and say basically that the cops have no proof. They have the officer's impression that my client was drunk, an officer who most likely is not going to show up to testify in court. They have no physical evidence because they don't have fields, they don't have a breathalyzer, they don't have a blood alcohol level. So, i.e., my client's license should not be suspended because she did nothing wrong and there is no law that can force you to do those tests. And so, yeah, most people, if they're smart and they have a lawyer, they can make a DUI go away as long as they don't do those things. Now, the thing that might get her is she admitted to drinking. She admitted to drinking 2 Mike's Hard Lemonades, so you can figure out, like, how much alcohol is in that, and would that be enough to impair her? But she has admitted to drinking, so that's the one mistake that she has maybe made. But other than that, I really am getting the impression she's been through this before, because she was, like, right on point with the refusing. There was no thinking, no hesitation.
When traffic gets clear, I'd like for you to step out of the vehicle, please. Because you're going to be under arrest for DUI. Let's step out of the vehicle and come back to the vehicle, please.
I'm asking.
I'm telling you,
I'm asking.
you're driving, leading me to believe that you're under the influence of alcohol, above the legal limit. So I'd like you to step in the vehicle because you're under arrest for DUI. I'll give you the opportunity to do this the right way, or you can choose to do it the harder way. But you're under arrest. You're going to step out of the vehicle. You're under arrest for DUI. Again, step out of the vehicle.
I'm not. You don't touch my car.
Okay.
You do not touch my car.
Oh, when I come, go ahead and send me a second unit.
Go
Subject
ahead.
to refusing arrest.
Go ahead.
I'm touching your car right now. You're under arrest. Okay.
I don't
So,
trust you.
yeah, that's fine. I have another unit coming. Do not drive away.
Started the car.
If you roll the window and you refuse me access, I will access the vehicle.
Here?
I don't understand why you're being so difficult about this.
Because I want to know the proof.
And I'm telling you what the
I
proof
didn't
is.
slow. I didn't test.
You're
Okay, she's saying proof, not truth. The text is wrong. But, lady, you've been told you're under arrest. That is not going to change. She is making the mistake that so many people make of she is trying to argue her case on the side of the road. You are never, ever, ever going to win an argument with the cop on the side of the road. He could be the most wrong in the history of ever, and this cop is not. You're still not going to win an argument with a cop on the side of the road, ever. The place that you argue that he has no proof of you being impaired is in a courtroom with a lawyer and a judge. That's where you argue. That's where you could possibly win. On the side of the road, you cannot look at him and say, well, I refused your field sobriety test. I refused your breathalyzer, so you can't say I'm drunk because I didn't do any of that. It's not going to work. That's not going to work. The cop is not going to be like, well, yeah, I guess because you refused to do my test, I just have to let you keep driving while I suspect that you are drunk and impaired after you were just doing 25 and a 50 and there were cars like lined up behind you because you're blocking them and you're weaving in and out of lanes. You're not gonna, like, lady, he's not just gonna be like, okay, my bad, and let you go. Though she just started the car, so I think we know what's about to happen. And she's been told twice now that she is under arrest.
under arrest. Okay. You're also going to be arrested for failure to cooperate. Okay. Don't drive away.
And there she goes.
Call it when I come. Subject fleeing.
Entitlement? Check. Escalating a simple encounter? Check. Disrespecting officers? Hell yeah, check. She's the purest Karen humanity has ever seen.
We've seen way worse, but this lady is up there. And like, where does she think she's gonna go? Like, you're on camera. You're on multiple cameras. You're on the body cam. You're on the dash cam. They have your license plate. You handed him your license. They've got your name. I'm not even sure he gave her license back. He might still have her license. Where do you think you're gonna go?
Subject fleeing. We're northbound on 20. 50 miles an hour. Stopped at 20 for traffic. Almost head on with another vehicle on bridge.
She almost hit another car.
Okay, are you ready to come out of the vehicle?
I want to go to y'all.
No.
I'm
you're
suicidal.
under arrest.
Oh
No,
my God.
Okay, well, we'll get you.
I'm
Come on, out
gonna
of the
kill
vehicle.
myself.
Oh my god. Okay, this is where I saw it up to this point. I think the building that she's pulled into is a hospital. We only saw it for a sec, but it looked like it. Lady, what are you hoping to accomplish with this? And also, I hate it when people pull this shit. Okay? I hate it when people pull the I want to unalive myself because I'm acting like a toddler because I don't want to take responsibility for the consequences of my actions. I don't want to face those consequences and I don't like your face. So I'm going to pretend I'm having a mental health crisis and I need to go to the hospital. Because what, lady? Because what? You think doctors are gonna buy the load of crap you just said and what? Put you in a nice padded room for a week and the police are just gonna go away? They're just gonna forget that you're under arrest for driving while intoxicated? The cop's gonna go like, "Oh my god, I didn't mean to push you into feeling that way. I'm so sorry. Let me go away." That's not gonna happen. So all you're doing is wasting the hospital's time, acting ridiculous, and it's idiots like this that make it so much harder for people that have actual mental health problems and actual mental health crises and PTSD with cops and stuff like that. Those people don't get believed and get further traumatized and treated horribly because of idiots like this pulling stunts like this. Because this is just throwing a fit. This is being a child and just trying to whine your way out of trouble. Like, this cop has a really good nature, I'll say, because he's still like being incredibly calm, incredibly patient. He's being chill. Like, a lot of cops would not be this nice to her after what she just did.
Come out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle.
But all I asked you, and I would have stepped out of the vehicle.
Well, you should have just followed the directions.
No.
Mhm.
Step out of the vehicle now.
Can I ask you a question?
No, we're done talking now. Come on.
Don't touch me.
Okay.
Okay. Really?
Really?
Is she gonna
Because
fight?
I've asked you a question.
And I told you the answer.
No, you didn't.
Step out of the vehicle.
Oh, are you gonna?
If I have to, do I have to?
You gonna break my arm?
Do I have to pull you out
Are
of the
you
vehicle?
gonna break
I
my
already
arm?
told you I would do
Are
that if I
you
needed
going to break my arm?
I'm not going to break your arm.
I'm not
of course
fighting you, but you are hurting me.
Well, then come out of the vehicle.
Then let go of my
No,
arm, and
that's
I
not.
will come
I'm
out.
not. No, you had your opportunity to come out. Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle.
I want to go to the
You're
yard.
going to go to the yard. Step
Oh my god,
Stop!
lady.
You're really hurting me,
Then
dude.
step out of the
I
vehicle.
hope
Okay.
you're proud of yourself.
I'm not proud of what.
Couple of points about this. For once, I don't mind him having a hand on her, given that she just fled and is now refusing to get out of the car. What I do have a problem with is any use of so-called pain compliance, because that is just a polite word for torture. It's up there with stress positions and enhanced interrogations. And I do not agree with using torture to get what you want. I understand he wants her out of the car and she's refusing to do that. Your options are you talk until she gets out of the car, you grab her under the shoulder and yank her out of the car. And I would wait for backup, honestly, because I think she might put up a fight and you don't want to be in that one-on-one. And, like, is that using some degree of violence? Yes, but it is an appropriate amount, whereas this is just causing physical pain to try and get what you want. And that is almost always counterproductive. And as I said, it is also a form of torture, so I am against it. Like, I understand there are people who are gonna say, like, she's getting what she deserves. I don't ever think that, it's okay because you say somebody's getting what they deserve. It's not okay. If I were him, I'm just waiting for backup and I'm trying to talk her out of the car, and then if I have to physically pull her out of the car, I'm going to do that quickly and efficiently with, like, 3 other cops there.
What you're doing.
Okay.
I'm following. We're stopped. I've got one refusing and resisting arrest.
No, I'm not
Mhm.
Step out of the
resisting.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
Step
you
out of the
are.
vehicle.
I'm really
You are.
not. I asked you a question. What is
Right.
your proof?
You're under arrest for DUI.
What
Step out of the
is
vehicle.
your proof? Is what I asked you, and you never answered me.
And I did explain to you.
Okay, can
Step out of the vehicle.
I'm not going anywhere. Here, you know what? Honestly, you can have my keys, but I really want you to let go of my arm.
Okay. I don't need your keys. Step out of the vehicle.
Okay, but I really want you to let go of my arm.
Step out of the vehicle.
I really want you to let go of my arm. and then I will step out.
You're gonna. You don't get.
No,
You're not in charge.
You're hurting me.
You're not in charge.
Okay. Okay, I hadn't seen the gopher. But honestly, at that point, you have her keys. She can't drive away. She's not going to be able to like scramble to the other side and jump out a window. Let go of her and see if she gets out of the car. You have nothing to lose. But it's what the officer just said. It's the mentality of you're not in charge, do what I say no matter what. So rather than going for, what could be an amicable way to get her out of the car, it's you're not in charge and I'm going to keep twisting your arm until you get out. This is not a good way to resolve this.
Oh!
Step out of the vehicle.
I'm not until you fucking, because you are
Then
hurting
step
me.
out of the
You
vehicle.
wonder why people.
Because they just don't cooperate
Okay,
with the
let
rest.
go now. I
No, you're
stepped
under
out.
arrest.
Okay.
Turn around.
Oh, God. Really? I hope you're proud of yourself.
I wish you'd stop being ridiculous.
Really? I pay your guys' bills, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
Oh!
I'm sure you pay your taxes. So do the folks stuck behind you while you were swerving drunk like a skunk.
All I asked him is why he was.
And I told you you're under arrest for DUI.
You have no proof.
I have to. You're under arrest.
He'll never stand up and.
Well, then that's where you get a chance to fight it.
Yes! Thank you, officer! Thank you! He's right! Lady, the place to fight that is in court, not here. But we still have like 5 minutes left, so I'm guessing she's not done with her antics.
I might have to touch that door first.
No, I'm not going in there. I want to go to the yard.
You're going in the car.
Oh my god. Did she just like drop to the ground?
No!
You watch your head. Watch your head.
I want your sergeant right now.
I am the sergeant. Turn around and have a seat in the car.
Okay, I want your captain.
Turn around. Have a seat.
Nope, I want your captain.
Turn around and have a seat in the car.
I never resisted.
Ma'am,
I
ma'am,
asked.
I need you to
No,
sit
I
back.
want to go to the yard. I want to go to the yard. I want to go to the yard. You didn't take me to the yard.
Relax.
Where's
Ma'am,
the captain?
Look at me. Look at me. I need you to relax. Okay? All right.
Where's your captain?
All right. We don't have a captain.
Okay, what is with her voice? Like, is she going like hysterical on us? Like, seriously, her voice went up like 3 octaves.
All right.
Have a
This is our
seat in the
sergeant
car.
right here.
Okay.
Have a seat in the car.
Who's above
Have a
your
seat in the car.
sergeant? Huh?
Have a
No.
seat in the car.
I want to go to the yard right
You're
now.
under arrest.
Are you gonna take me to the
All
yard?
right, we'll talk about that. Have a seat in
No,
the car.
I want to go to the yard
Have a
right.
seat in
You
the car.
just hurt me. I was
not hurt you.
walking to the car and you just dropped my ass on the ground. Yes, you did.
You're
Warwick.
You're drunk from stumbling. You're stumbling. Have a seat in the car.
No, you just shoved my ass.
No, I
I'll
didn't.
talk to this guy right here. You get out of my face.
Stop. Stop. I'll let you
No.
talk to him. I'll let you talk to him.
All right. Let's get you in the car. Okay.
Uh,
All right.
he's laughing back
Here,
there.
listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Okay.
He's laughing. He was just laughing. You were just smiling.
I'm not
Don't
laughing.
touch me.
I mean,
Dude, I want to go to the
I'm
yard
doing
right
the buckle
now.
here. Okay.
I want to go to the yard right now. I want to go to the yard right now. Or don't touch me. Dude, I don't know. Get it out.
Here's the problem. You're not in charge.
You know what? You. I'll sue your ass.
There we go.
I really need to loosen these cuffs though because they really hurt. No, they hurt. I want to loosen now.
You need to
Loosen them.
You need to stop.
They hurt. That's not. I want the seatbelt loosened. I want these cuffs loosened right now. I want them loosened right now. They hurt. Then take me to the ER. He's an ass. You're a.
Well,
Oh,
We all saw that. That didn't happen the way that you're saying it did. So
I'm all right. I'm
Still yelling in the
That's
you got
car.
the thing too. So that's good.
She's still yelling in the car. And I love it's ultimate like proof of like middle class white lady privilege here. Because they are still being so nice and so gentle with her. And I promise you, if she were not a clearly middle class white lady, they would not be treating her like this. I have seen people behave much better than her, get treated with a lot more violence and a lot more roughness and brutality, and, have cops barking at them and, being quite vile. this lady is getting the pure, like, white glove treatment. She doesn't deserve it, quite frankly. And it also pisses me off when I see cops, like, deferring to somebody's status, which is what is going on here. But it is also a CYA moment for them. That's what this officer is talking about, because she's accusing them of having shoved her or knocked her to the ground when that's not what happened. I'm pretty sure she dropped herself to the ground. And now she's like, oh, listen to cops, listen to seatbelt, wah, 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 wah. It's like, lady, grow up and deal with the consequences of your actions. You got caught. And I'm betting if we get like a charges and that at the end, I'm betting we get told this is not her first DUI. I'm also betting they're going to wind up taking her to the hospital and wasting their time for who knows how long.
All right.
This is where a series of bad decisions will get you. Cuffed and stuffed in the backseat of a patrol car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's that?
Would a heroin addict out of here a lot faster?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to your head so you don't have any issues with it.
I don't want you to touch me. Where's the other cop?
Let's go ahead and step out of the vehicle.
I don't want you to touch me. Where's the other cop?
Step out of the vehicle.
I will. When the other cop's out. Him.
You want this officer right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't trust you. You
That's
threw
fine.
me on the floor.
No, you threw yourself on the floor.
No, I didn't.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle.
I will once he's out. I just want a second person. Is that okay?
That's fine. That's fine.
I don't trust you.
That's fine. I don't trust you, obviously, either.
I can't hurt you.
What's
I
that?
know what you've been through. I just want this officer right
That's
here.
fine. He's right here.
Okay.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle.
Do not touch me. I don't want him touching me. I know it's not
Step out of the vehicle.
option.
It's not your choice. Step out of the
Hold on,
vehicle.
man.
I don't trust him.
Okay, trust me. Let's go inside and get you looked at by medical.
Don't touch me. Seriously.
You
already threw me on the
I
ground.
did not throw you on
Yes,
the ground.
you did.
You threw yourself on the ground.
Let's go this way, man. We're doing.
Okay, see, the officer was about to say, you're not in charge, and then he stopped himself because, quite frankly, she is in charge right now. They're letting her be in charge. Again, I am not advocating for violence, but when was the last time you saw somebody speak to an officer like that, refuse to get out of the car, and the officer did not just grab them by the arm, yank them out, and march them into the ER? When was the last time you saw not one, but two cops listen to somebody when they said, don't touch me, and let them walk with nobody having an arm on her through a parking lot and into an ER? When was the last time you saw that? Like, the amount of privilege this lady's being treated with is really starting to piss me off.
We're right around the back of my car here. Let's just get you through this process, and then we can get on to the next one.
Hair, dude. It's just nothing. He threw me on the ground.
Oh, here we go.
You did.
I didn't throw you on the ground.
Yeah, you
But if you've been cooperative, none of this would have even had to happen. You could have
Right. I
easily
asked
been
you
through the
two
process.
questions.
And I
to
did
prove
explain
it
to you.
to me.
And I told you, you're under arrest for DUI from my observations and from the report that was made.
Not proof. No blood. No sobriety.
We're going to get some
test.
blood, don't worry.
I don't care.
Don't worry.
Okay, so they are going to get a blood test. I assume they're waiting for a warrant, and probably, like, the ER is not, it's never empty, so they're going to be waiting a while, which I always feel bad for cops when they have to wait around a hospital for, like, a BS reason, which this is. But she's trying to play the victim. She was trying to fake cry, like, you threw me on the ground. No, they didn't. And yeah, if they get a blood test, if they get a warrant, and they've got the proof, then there's your proof, lady. There's your proof that you were drunk driving. I'm assuming she is over the limit. I mean, she's acting pretty sober, I will say. So, honestly, if she hadn't admitted to drinking, I don't know that we end up here. But she did. They're well within their rights. And again, she was driving unsafe. She was driving way too slow, and she was weaving in and out of lanes. And they said on the way driving here, she almost head on with somebody else. So she shouldn't be driving, no matter what the cause is.
I mean, I'm not worried about it. Is that, well, what, 10 grand?
What's 10 grand?
I asked you a question.
And I've answered multiple times. I don't know how much more I can make it clear to you. Obviously, you're past being capable of understanding my
And
answers.
no, I understand. What I don't understand is when I was going to the car and I was walking.
And you dropped to your knees when you tried to make it look like I pushed you into the car.
Okay.
It's all on video. That's fine.
That's fine. I mean, and that's your part of it. I mean, that's what you believe.
Well, that you'll see the video.
No.
And so will everybody
No,
else.
that's what you believe. It's fine. I'm not going to file a lawsuit on you, dude, because
I'm not worried about it. I didn't do anything
I know
wrong.
you're not. Really?
Yeah.
This is Island County Hospital. Somebody's and they're just walking around.
Yeah,
We
they
have
have
a number
real
of people
patients.
every day, man.
Oh, so I'm not important?
I didn't say that. I said we have a number of suicidal people here every day.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Here we go. There you go. All right.
Is your case number going to be on his report?
All my paperwork is going to be.
And you're going to write down that pop?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
No, I'm serious.
I have to. Yes.
Okay, cool. You're going to write down that you threw me on the ground, right?
I'm going to write down the actual events that happened, not what your perception apparently of what happened.
Is that camera working?
Yep, it is on right now. And it's on the whole time.
That's
So
cool.
there's going to be a good documentation of what happened. All right, make sure you're clear.
The 50-year-old female's blood alcohol content was 0.17, which is more than twice the legal limit of 0.08. She was charged with resisting arrest, DUI, and attempting to elude police vehicle.
Yep. Okay, so apparently her first time, or we just didn't get that information, but yeah, check, and check. DUI, check. Twice the legal limit. And she was acting like pretty coherent. She started slurring a little bit in the hospital, but other than that, she was pretty coherent the whole time. So wow. Lady can hold her booze. Attempting to elude police vehicle. Oh yeah. I guess that's what they call fleeing a traffic stop in whatever state that's in. I know they said Island County or something hospital, but that could be a lot of places. So I'm not sure where we are there, but holy cow. I would never have guessed she's 50. Looks good for 50. I'll give her that. So, what are the thoughts here? As for the title, Karen meets karma after fleeing traffic stop. Oh yeah, appropriate. I'm giving him a big thumbs up on that one. I am giving the first cop, he's getting a B+. The only thing I will ding him for is honestly giving into her white lady privilege way too much. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give all the cops a B+ because this lady got treated with like the ultimate like kid gloves, they're kind of treatment that you only see it with a certain type of people like her, and it's equally as bad as times when too much force and not enough compassion are used against other types of people. It's two sides of the same coin. They're both wrong. Like, she was given way too much deference and control. We saw the second time the cop couldn't even say, I'm in charge here, because he was well aware that he was not. You know, so that I definitely take issue with, because it's not okay. But those are my thoughts. What are yours? If you are new here, please like, comment, and subscribe, and leave me your thoughts in the comments. Until the next one, I've been Insane Lane, as well as a Canadian girl. Love on yourself and love a fur baby. Bye bye.